Okay, an airplane takes off and climbs up to its cruising height in 2 stages. First stage goes up to this point here, and then it goes a little bit smoother. Okay, so we'll calculate the angle of the climb in stage 1. I've got an angle, I've got to find that. I've got a right angle triangle, it's definitely going to be trig, so therefore I need to label my triangle, the first one. If you need to, you can draw it again. I'll draw it down here, and that is my x, and that is 20, and this bit is 7. I want to label my triangle. So this one's the hypotenuse, the long side, the one opposite the right angle. The one opposite the angle we're talking about is this one over here, and that leaves the other one being the adjacent. Always write down SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. And what do we know? We know the adjacent is 20, so I can tick the adjacent. We know the opposite is 7, so I can tick the opposite. And I want to find an angle, so that means I have to question mark S, C, and T. And we want the one with 2 ticks and 1 question mark. So that says that tan, and don't forget, whenever you write down the word sine, cos, or tan, you must include the angle. So this is tan x equals, and the O is above the A, so it's the opposite divided by the adjacent. And the opposite is 7, the adjacent is 20, doing a calculator 0.35. So that says that tan x is 0.35, but you don't want to know what tan x is, you want to know what x is, so therefore you have to vaporize the tan by doing tan to minus 1 of both sides, and that will say x equals tan to the minus 1 of 0.35, and that is, on your calculator, 19.29 degrees, or 19.3 degrees to 1 decimal place. Now you have to calculate CG, which is the whole way from here to here. Well, that's 7 kilometers there. We need to find out what this bit is here. And now we've got a new triangle. We know that bit. We know this. And so we have, I'll do it in green. We can work out that's the hypotenuse of this new right angle triangle. This one's opposite. It's opposite the angle we know. And this one must be the adjacent. So yet again, I'll write down SOHCAHTOA. And then having done that, and this time I know what the angle is, so I can tick S, C, and T. I know the adjacent is 25, so I can tick at the adjacent. And I want to find the opposite, so I question mark the opposite. 2 ticks, 1 question mark, and that will say that the opposite equals, and these two are on the same level, so it's tan, always put down the angle, tan 8 times by the adjacent is 25, and that is 3.513 kilometers. That's not the answer, because that's just this bit here, and what we want is the whole distance there. So the answer equals 7 plus 3.513, which equals 10.513 kilometers. It doesn't say what sort of accuracy, so that will do nicely. And that's 5 done.